Hey guys, it's Ginny Silver, and today I want to talk to you small business owners who are self-employed and own a small business, because today is the first day that you can apply for the new small business grants in the state of California. These small business grants are in the amount of $5,000 up to $25,000, depending on how much revenue your business took in the most recent tax return. Now, in order to be eligible, you must have a small business that is located in the state of California with a physical California address. You must have been in business since June 1st, 2019 or earlier. You must meet the SBA's definition of an eligible small business, which states that small businesses mean sole proprietors, independent contractors, 1099 workers, and or registered for-profit business entities that have a yearly gross revenue of $2.5 million or less. Now, if your small business took in anywhere from $1,000 up to $2.5 million, then your small business would be eligible. In order to apply, you're going to need your most recent tax return showing your business taxes on there. You're also going to need your business documents showing that you are a legal registered business. This can include articles of incorporation, certificate of organization, fictitious business name registration, government issued business license, your 2018-2019 tax returns, Form 990s, or your Secretary of the State filing. In order to be considered, your business must have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Businesses must currently be operating or have a clear plan to reopen once the state of California permits reopening of the business. Business must be impacted by COVID-19 and the health and safety restrictions, such as business interruptions or business closures incurred as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. So who is not eligible? Well, there are several types of businesses that are not eligible to receive this grant. So businesses without a physical location in California, nonprofit businesses not registered as a 501c3 or a 501c6 or a 501c19, government entities, businesses primarily engaged in political or lobbying activities, passive businesses such as investment companies, if you file a Schedule E, churches and other religious institutions, financial businesses primarily engaged in the business of lending, businesses engaged in any activity that is illegal, businesses of a sexual nature, businesses engaged in any socially undesirable activity that may be considered predatory in nature, businesses that restrict patronage for any reason other than capacity, and a few other restrictions. So I'm going to drop that link for where you can view this information in the video description down below. So how can you use these funds if you are eligible to receive the grant? Well, you can use these funds in any way that covers a cost that was incurred due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The following are eligible for use of grant funds: all employee expenses, including payroll costs, healthcare benefits, paid sick leaves, medical or family leave, and insurance premiums; working capital overhead, including rent, utilities, and mortgage and principal and interest payments incurred before March 1st, costs associated with reopening business operations after being fully or partially closed due to state-mandated COVID-19 health and safety restrictions, costs associated with complying with COVID-19 federal, state, or local guidelines, any other COVID-19 related expenses not already covered for the same period. So are these grants first come, first serve? No, they are not granted in order in which they are received. They're granted according to who needs them the most. So those businesses who are in areas that are highly impacted by COVID-19 pandemic, and those who are in industries that are highly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, those businesses that have had the most financial loss due to COVID pandemic, and underserved business groups, which is defined here as women-owned, minority, person of color-owned, veteran-owned businesses where at least 51% of the business is owned and run on a daily basis by said groups. Now, the grant amount is based on your revenue that has been declared in your most recent tax return. If your business took in between $1,000 and $100,000 in your 2019 tax return, then you would be eligible for a grant of $5,000. If you took in over $100,000 up to $1 million, you would be eligible for a grant the size of $15,000. And if you were in that last bracket above $1 million up to $2.5 million, then you would be eligible for a grant in the size of $25,000. So what documents are you going to need for your application? So the following information is required from all applicants in the first stage of applying. A copy of the signed certification form referenced above, which is just basically certifying that your information is true and correct. Your most recent tax return filed in 2019 or 2018, provided an electronic form for online upload, such as a PDF, an acceptable form of government issued photo ID, and an acceptable evidence of minimum gross annual revenue of no less than $1,000 per year. Now, if you make it to stage 2, if you are selected for funding, you will be required to submit the following. Now, if you are on file with the California Secretary of State, you will need to submit that, or you can also submit one of the following: articles of incorporation, certificate of organization, fictitious name registration, government-issued business license. You'll also need to submit additional documents if you are a nonprofit organization that is eligible, and you'll need to have verification of bank account via electronic registration or other approved review process. So you guys are going to go to careliefgrant.com, or you can also visit the sba.gov website, and you'll see the link to this site at the top of their page. Once you're here, you're going to go ahead and scroll down. You're going to click on apply through a partner, either by county or by language. It does not matter. So if you click on county, you're going to see the list of counties pop up, and you will select your corresponding county where your business is operated. So you are going to scroll down here, locate your county. Next, you're going to see a list of the partners that are taking applications for this. Now, all of the applications are going to be the same because they're all being mandated by the SBA. So they're all going to look the same, but they're going to be managed through different partners. So go ahead and select the application. So go ahead and select the business center, the partner here that best suits your business and yourself as a business owner. For me personally, I would select the California Women's Business Center Network. Click Apply Now. Next, you're going to click Find Grants Now. And then if you are a nonprofit, which is eligible, you're going to click over to the right. But if you are a for-profit business, you will click here on the left under Apply Now. And that's how you can access the application. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. Please click like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below, and share this with your small business owning friends.